My name is xerogang, and today we are going to be watching and reacting this TikTok trend that says, "Tell me the wildest thing your white date has ever said to you." And as I'm hearing this, right, all of their responses aren't even their dates, one, and two, it just exposes how racist all these black females are. And I think this is just used as an excuse to just show how racist they are. So what we're going to be doing today is just pretty much showing the mindset of the average, I guess, black female, because you have to be a very average individual to be on TikTok doing this type of challenge. So I just want to expose a little bit of the dysfunction and how racist and really how mostly black people see white people and why there is never any peace when it comes to this whole thing. Because the majority of black people say they want peace, or that the opposite is racist when they are the most racist ones themselves. So without further ado, let's get into this video, have a good laugh, and I'm telling you, I've seen this before, and the responses that these females say are completely ridiculous. So let's get into the video.
Maniac for that track.
Alright guys, so this is the chick right here. She's gonna be the perfect example, alright? So she's gonna say is not what he said, but is how she felt, right? So this is just her exposing her own racism towards white people. So listen closely.
White person, stitch this and tell me the wildest thing they've ever said to you. I'll go first. I'm already gonna break the rules because it's not necessarily something he said per se. It was a number of things, but it was more how I felt. He was the sweetest, nicest guy ever, okay?
She already looks ghetto, so the fact that anybody gave this chick the time of day is just beyond me, man. Men out here are desperate.
But like, just typical cishet, able-bodied white man. Like, just so ignorant to the world outside of that perspective. To the point where I was
what does that even mean?
More serious, I'm gonna have to make sure you're cultured. So I sat him down and we watched an episode of The Boondocks.
She said she gonna have to make sure he's cultured. How arrogant do you get? Alright, let me stop stopping it so much. I'm gonna let you guys watch the thing all the way through. This is the one I want you guys to see for a fact. I'm sorry, it's already just sounding so stupid to me. I'm gonna let you guys watch it. I won't interrupt it.
And needless to say, he was a little traumatized. Anyways, a couple months went by and I was like, alright, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I could date a white man. I can't. And it was time to break up with him. Again, he was so nice. He was so freaking nice. But like, I was terrified of going over to break up with him. To the point where I sent a bunch of my friends my location and I was like, if I don't text you in an hour, come and get me, something's wrong. I genuinely thought he was gonna like lock me up in his basement. Granted, I had just recently watched the movie Get Out, but like, white male rage is no joke. I was terrified.
First of all, why would like, you know, it's different culture, right? It's different culture, right? So there's no such thing as being cultured, there's being brainwashed, and people have different cultures, okay? So that's something that I just want to put out there. The fact that she says she has to make sure he's cultured simply means that she's trying to convert him to being a woke, mindless one. And if you guys don't know what a mindless one is, check out some of my older videos. You guys would learn what a mindless one is. She wants to indoctrinate this man and turn him to one of whatever she is, whatever that is that she's doing. That's what she's trying to convert him into.
Months went by and I was like, all right, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I could date a white man. I can't. And it was time to break up with him.
So she was going to break up with him because he didn't know what the Boondocks was. He didn't understand the Boondocks and how ghetto and hood that is. Like, even hood people be like, the Boondocks be doing too much. Do you guys not see the racism here? Like, this chick doesn't like this dude for her own insecurities, right? Listen to what she says next.
Again, he was so nice. He was so freaking nice. But like, I was terrified of going out.
She's terrified, literally, from her own BS in her own mind. Whatever dysfunction, mental illness she has in her head that pictures out what white people are to her, that's what she has in her head. So I can't blame anything but the system, right? I can't blame anything but the schools, because that's what they're teaching black kids these days, right? I can't blame anyone but just the woke crowd, right? I can't blame anyone but the news, the media, right? They paint it off as like these you know, angry, you know, Simmons individuals, right? And then black people like her eat it up, and then it just festers and her own racism just like breeds on this. You know what I mean? Like it's sad, man. It's really sad to see. But listen to the next thing she says.
Break up with him. The point where I sent a bunch of my friends my location and I was like, if I don't text you in an hour, come and get me, something's wrong. I genuinely thought he was gonna like lock me up in his basement. Granted, I had just recently watched the movie Get Out, but like what?
So, but the movie Get Out isn't the R word, right? So she says she thinks he's going to lock her up in her basement, even though he has given her zero reason to think so. That's because she's racist. Like, make it really simple. That's because she's racist. If you feel a certain type of way about an individual before they have even done anything, and you're just simply feeling a certain type of way purely on their ethnicity or their skin color, etc., that means you're racist, all right? And I love racist jokes, okay? I know I'm saying racist now, so if I lose my monetization, so be it. I love racist jokes. It's hilarious. I love dark humor. I love all of it. But there's a difference from a joke, right, and actually legitimately feeling that way. There's a big difference, right? You can say, okay, this person has a higher chance, right, of being this way because of their race. I can even get that. But if you're actively dating someone, right, and you actually say, hey, this person's really nice, right? I've seen a lot of like ghetto people, right? It's like hood individuals, right? I've seen a lot of them. And I was like, oh, here we go. I'm about to have to deal with it in, right? And the person opens his mouth. He sounds like an he's actually a cool dude. Now, if I was like this chick and I actually was the R word, right? Then what I would do, no matter what they said, no matter how they acted, I will feel some type of way about them. I have plenty of, black friends or different colored friends, and I go by the actual person. Now, you can say, oh, this person looks like this. They have a higher chance of being this way. Fine. But I'm sorry, if you feel some type of way about a person after they open their mouth and after you actually have spoken to them, you're racist. This man gave this woman no reason whatsoever to feel the way that she feels other than she's actually racist. This is what an actual racist looks like. Like straight up. Now, let me take it off for you guys. That's what a racist looks like. Straight up. Period. You guys want to talk about symbiosis? That's a black symbiosis right there, alright? A black symbiosis, okay? Let's see if we can find one more in this compilation.
And he decided to say to me, while we're just watching hockey, nothing crazy, we're watching hockey, he turns to me and he's like, Tiona, so why do black people like chicken and watermelon? So we're
that's a good question.
Gabe, I don't know what that has to do with, but since you asked, we're actually given watermelon in the field, so they didn't actually have to give me food. It was like, he looked at me just blank. Everyone just
okay, that was funny. That was funny. Alright guys, so I have to watch the rest of the compilations. It was really just this chick, to be 100, it was just this chick, but there's a lot of individuals that act just like her. I believe there's another compilation, but I can't find it, so I'll just use her as the example of what our actual racist looks like. And it's sad because she can openly say this without getting in trouble just because she's black. So you guys want to talk about white privilege, that's black privilege right there. But I just want to shine a little light on just all this stuff on TikTok where they're talking about stuff like this. All it does is muster up just people's hate for white people, really, right? Because if you do this about a black person, I promise you, your video will get taken down very quickly, with the greatest of ease, all right? Your video will get taken down quick. But unfortunately, black people can do this, or any other race can do this except really white people. As long as you bash on white people, it's fine, it's okay, and I think it's just effed up. That's pretty much what this video is about. I just want to shine a little light on this. I think it's effed up that TikTok has these compilations or these challenges, these trends, where they pretty much just talk about the dysfunction of their own mental illness to justify their hate for a certain race. And I don't care if it was white people, I don't care if it was black people, I just find it to be very distasteful since everyone's kind of against this, right? And my entire life, right, I've always been there for the underdog. I've always liked Goku, right? Goku gets beaten up, and eventually he wins. I always like the underdogs. That's how I've always been, and I still feel that way when it comes to real life. I find it very, very effed up that white people have to go through this, and I feel very sorry for the men that had to deal with whatever that cretin is that's sitting there. So I want to know what you guys think about this whole thing. What do you guys think about these stupid TikTok challenges? Let me know in the comments below. But that's gonna be pretty much it for the video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. Help me get my video out there in this jungle that we call YouTube. Without further ado, that's gonna be it for the video. Remember, I'm not arrogant, I'm just confident, and thank you for watching.